Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the fastest money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars in no time. And in total, I will be covering 5 different money methods all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But now let's get into the very first money method. Okay, so for the first method, we're going to be doing the auto shop robbery contracts, which this current week are paying out double money and also double RP. Starting one of these contracts is very simple. All you want to do is own a auto shop, then enter inside, walk upstairs to where the contract board is at, and then click right on the D-pad. Here you'll see 3 random contracts. The best one being this one right here called the Union Depository. It pays you $540,000 once we complete this as a solo player, but any of the other ones will be paying you around $300,000 each. No matter which contract you start though, in this case I started that Union Depository one, you'll have 2 setups and then the finale, which in this case I have to do the elevator key and also vault code setup. Take a look here, I just completed those 2 simple setups, and once you do you'll then have the robbery, which this finale is very simple. All we are doing in this finale is simply driving over to the Union Depository and then entering inside the elevator to go downstairs to where the vault is, and once inside the vault we then have to rob it for all of the gold bars until our bag is completely filled. Once it is filled, it is literally as simple as us going back over to the elevator, going back upstairs to where we entered inside, and then we need to escape the Union Depository. Which this is the hardest part only because there is lots of noose guards and also police officers trying to stop you from escaping. But once you did escape, I would recommend driving over to this location right here, which is where the police station is at that the helicopter spawns on top of, because once you are up here we can get inside of the helicopter and fly this over to the buyer. That way we just get over there the fastest way possible, and once you arrive over at the buyer, here's how much money you'll get paid after completing this entire setup as a solo player. As I said, $540,000, which is very good money. Plus also around 3,400 RP on top, which is pretty good. Getting into the second money method, I will now be showing you how to make $253,000 in only 3 minutes. That's right, really easy money. So if you want to do this for yourself, open up the pause menu and then come over to this exact location in North Chumash where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own to then drive it underneath the bridge where the time trial is, and then click right D-pad on top of it, but then stay still and open up the pause menu to come all the way down here to where the checkpoint is at and then mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list to simply exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, click right on the D-pad to begin the HSW time trial, and you'll see the waypoint tells you to go straight down here down this canyon, but you actually don't want to do that. You want to take a right and start going up this part of the mountain until we reach the freeway. Because once on the freeway, you'll see it gives you a whole new waypoint to start following, which from here on out, that is the waypoint you want to start following the entire way through, making sure you are going as fast as you possibly can and also dodging the traffic. Because it is literally that simple. Once you do those 2 things the whole way over to the destination, you should have been able to beat it in time as long as you didn't crash more than like 2 times. But once you do beat the time trial, here's how much money you'll get paid after beating it. As I said, $253,000 in just over 3 minutes. Getting into the third money method though, we are now going to be playing the drift races and also the transform races, which this current week, both of them are paying out 6 times money and also 6 times RP only up until August 30th. Then after August 30th up until September 3rd, once the weekly update ends, the drift races will only be paying double money and double RP, and then the transform races will only be paying triple money and triple RP. In this case, I will be starting the transform races, which this current week also there are 5 brand new known unknowns and unknown unknowns transform races. To start these, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, rockstar created, and then stunt races. Then you want to look for the unknown unknowns and known unknowns races. Once you start any one of those maps, all we need to do from here is either finish the race in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place, because only those top 4 positions will be getting paid the most amount of money and RP out of everyone in this race. But while it is paying the 6 times money and 6 times RRP bonus, even if you are coming in really low positions, I would still recommend doing this money method since the money pays you very well. So while you are doing this race, make sure you are racing pretty clean and not dirty, because if you race dirty, you might have people start attacking you during the rest of the portion of the race, which is not what you want. But as long as you were racing clean and also were hopefully using a custom vehicle during one of those races, you should have been able to come in a high position, which once you do finish in a high position, here's how much money you'll get paid. In this case, I came in first place. And I was only in this race for just under 5 minutes, and that under 5-minute race got me paid $65,000, but even better than the money is the RP, because I got 21,000 RP on top of that great amount of money. That's why I said you should definitely be grinding these races this week in GTA 5 Online, especially while they are paying that 6 times money and 6 times RP bonus, because after that they will only be paying 3 times money and also double money. And getting into the fourth money method, this one has to do with the third one with the drift races, because this week's new weekly challenge, if you open up the interaction menu, then go down to where it says challenges and weekly challenge, you'll see is to simply participate in 3 drift races, which is a very easy weekly challenge. You don't even have to win them or finish the race. All you have to do is join 3 different drift races. Once you do that, just as I did here, which is really fast and easy, you'll unlock a free $100,000 from completing this week's weekly challenge. So make sure you definitely complete it. And also, might as well mention this in case you don't know about this special reward you could unlock this week. It is to simply complete a drift race to unlock the glitch camo drift livery for the Ubermax Cypher within 72 hours of completing that challenge. Finally though, getting into the 5th and final money method, I will now be showing you how to make $101,000 in only 30 seconds. That's right, really easy money. So if you want to do this, first open up your pause menu and head over to this exact location in La Mesa at the storm drain where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, you want to call out your fastest motorcycle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial right here at the very edge. Then whenever you are ready, click right on the D-pad to begin the regular time trial, and what you want to do the entire way down this whole part of the storm drain is hold down your gas button all the way down to go to complete max speed, and also your left joystick all the way up. You could either hold it all the way up or also do a wheelie. Either way, that is how you go to complete max speed on a bike. And you pretty much just want to do that the entire way down this storm drain, not messing up whatsoever, because even if you mess up one time, you'll fail this time trial. As long as you didn't mess up though, here's how much money you'll get paid once you beat the time trial in time. As I said, $101,000 in just over 30 seconds. Anyway though, like I said, that was going to be the very last money method of today's video. You officially know all of the fastest money methods you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself lots and lots of money, plus also RP in no time. That being said, if you went on to enjoy this video and you haven't already, please do me a favor in return by going down below and dropping a like on the video before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. And with all of that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next GTA 5 Online video. Peace.